Welcome back to Roadside Republic. Right now I'm in Kolkata, but I've been traveling through the day into Howrah, 120 kilometers up and down, and also the Jadavpur constituency, not very far from where I am right now. In Howrah, there's been a shocking double gang rape, and that's the story that we're going to look at before I talk about women's safety in Bengal with the students that I have from Jadavpur University and a member of the SFI who is with me to talk about it. But for the moment, let me tell you that 2 women were gang raped in Howrah district of West Bengal on Tuesday night in what appears to be a rape for revenge. The 2 women belong to a family which supports the CPM. Now, the Trinamool Congress in that particular village lost the Panchayat elections of last year. Now, one of the candidates who lost is a man who has been named in the FIR for being part of the gang rape, in fact, leading it. The Trinamool, of course, is denying it, but on the ground, the sense of fear and unease is palpable.
ধর্ষণ করে যারা তাদের কোনো জাত থাকে না, তাদের কোনো রং থাকে না। আপনি আমার দলের কথা বললেন, আপনি যেমন 24 ঘন্টার লোগোটা ধরছেন বা জিটিভির লোগো ধরছেন, আপনাকে আইডেন্টিফাই করা যাচ্ছে, কিন্তু যে মানুষটা ধরছে তার কি মেম্বারশিপ কার্ড দেখেছেন?
Trinamool MP Mukul Roy lost his temper when asked about his party's link to the gang rape in Howrah. But had he visited Muktir Chowk village where the 2 women were raped, he may have had second thoughts.
7 people have been arrested in this case, but there is an 8th name in the FIR, and that name is of Borun Makal. Now, who is this man who is missing, by the way? The answer lies in this wall writing over here. Borun Makal is the first name that you have written over there in Bangla, and if you need any proof of which party he belongs to, you just need to look at the symbol below. Borun Makal was not long ago the Panchayat candidate for the Trinamool Congress. He is still missing.
This woman's husband has been arrested for the gang rapes. Also, this woman's son. Both say their menfolk were forced by Trinamool to join the assault.
তৃণমূল পার্টি করে।
আপনি চেনেন?
হ্যাঁ চিনি। আমাদের সহ্য করতে পারছে না, আমাদের ওরকম অত্যাচার করছে।
আমার ছেলেকে ঘর থেকে ডেকে নিয়ে গেছে, এইটাই আমি জানি। বৌমা বলে আমি কান্নাকাটি করতেছি, তবু ওকে যে যেতে দেবনি, তবু আমাকে বলে কি হ্যাঁ যেতে হবে।
A BJP delegation visiting the village says the rapes were for political revenge.
पश्चिम बंगाल में रेप एक पॉलिटिकल इंस्ट्रूमेंट बन गया आज। इससे बड़ा दुर्भाग्य का घटना बंगाल की स्थिति में नहीं है, ये तो डेली हो रहा है।
So does the left, whose leaders went to meet the victims in hospital.
To some extent, you may say that this is a rape for political revenge.
Back in Muktir Chowk, an uneasy calm and an uneasy question. What will political parties do next in their battle for turf? With Monideepa Banerjee in Howrah, in New Delhi, Vega Bakshi for NDTV.
So that's the question we are really asking today. What will political parties do next in their battle for turf? And the other question that these students of Jadavpur University want to ask is, shouldn't the safety of women or the lack of it in West Bengal become a political election issue? To answer that specific question, with me is Shatarup Ghosh from the SFI or the CPM. We had asked the Trinamool also to send a representative to this discussion, but none has shown up. Let me go straight to this young lady over here and ask her, first, your thoughts. Should the issue of women's safety become a political election issue?
In today's age, when we give so much importance to women empowerment, shouldn't the safety of women in the first place be important? Because since political parties say we are here for the betterment of everyone, isn't women part of everyone? So it should definitely be an issue on which elections are based on.
I'm very happy to see that you young students have come away from Jadavpur for this discussion, male students. What do you feel?
I think what's been happening in Bengal over the last few months and years, ever since Trinamool Congress came into power, has been pretty atrocious. The rapes that have been happening in Kamdenu and in Park Street, and the kind of comments that are being televised on television shows that the government is not very sensitive towards the issue. Rather, they're trying to do a very kind of dirty mudslinging, accusing each other. But the main root cause of the problem is not being served, because we need to ensure the safety of women in Bengal, which was known for it.
Absolutely.
And that is changing now.
Absolutely. You know, there are people who will tell me, of course, that the situation was not very different when the CPM was in power. So the question to all political parties, shouldn't they make women's safety an election issue?
Actually, one has to see that this is about a process, the patriarchal system and how it treats women. And I, being a man who identifies himself as a feminist, is going to blame the system, because the parties have used women's bodies as objects for electoral gimmicks. But now, as the personal is political, as I say, it should transform.
Let me ask you, short answer, yes or no?
Yes, definitely. The personal is political.
Absolutely. Let me go straight to Shataroop from the SFI, the students' wing of the CPM. Shataroop, what do you feel? As a political party going to elections in a couple of months, do you think women's safety should be an election issue?
See, one, like it or not, this will surely become an issue in the election. See, during the left front rule in West Bengal, we can never claim that we managed to build a rape-free state. But surely when any such untoward incident used to take place, you at least never had a confusion on whose side will the government take. Will it be beside the rapist or beside the rape victim? But what we are seeing these days for the last 2.5 years is that every single time one such incident happens, unfortunately, the government, with all the force that it can muster, it's found to take the side of the rapist. See, by voting against Trinamool Congress on this particular issue, even if they lose all the seats in West Bengal in this coming Lok Sabha elections, that won't change the government in the state. Law and order will continue to be a state subject. Trinamool Congress will continue to hold the office, but surely an election is an opportunity for the people to make the government realize that they are not liking the way they are handling the things.
Okay, what about you?
I'd like to beg to differ from him. I think during the last 37 years, CPM and the state has been one of the biggest rapists in our state. I mean, Taposhi Malik, Bantola did happen in the last 7 years. Radharani also happened. No, I don't think any of those were resolved, and I don't think any present political party can claim that we actually care for women's safety.
Okay. That's a fantastic point to end on, that no political party really can claim that they have a clean chit on this. I'm sorry, I've got to get on with this. Interesting points of view from both sides, but I have to end the show telling you two things. One is that we have traveled on Roadside Republic a total of 1,848 kilometers already, and we'll be doing more of the same in the coming weeks. But in the meantime, there is this young lady with me who wanted to sing a song instead of saying something on the issue. So Paloma, go ahead.
There, let me play. This is Blowing in the Wind by Bob Dylan. How many roads must a man walk down before you call him a man? How many seas must a white dove sail before she sleeps in the sand? Yes, and how many times must the cannonballs fly before they're forever banned? The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind.